Hello, first graders! Welcome back to your phonics. Please make sure that you have the same paper as Ms. Krakowski does here. It's your special phonics paper, folded in half, ready to go for phonics. We are not using a whiteboard. We are not using our spiral notebook anymore because we have our special paper. All right. As always, making sure you're sitting up nice and tall in your seat. Your stomach is touching your table. Your back is touching the back of your chair. And your chair is scooched all the way in like a body sandwich. The first sound that we are going to be writing today is the sound A. Say it with me. A. Go ahead and write it. I hope you're saying, wait a second, I don't know which A. Hopefully you didn't write anything yet. Please write the A that comes in the middle of a word. We do not use it at the end of a word. A. That is A. I. Hopefully you knew that before I told you. Making sure we're starting at 2 o'clock. Around the clock, back up to 2, pulling straight down, starting at the dotted line, pulling down. Lift up your pencil with a tiny little dot. A. These two letters say A and in the middle of a word. A. These two letters say A, not used at the end of a word. I really don't want to try and squeeze my AI in there at the end there. So I am done with this line. If you are not done with this line, go ahead and push pause. Our next sound is A again, but this one is used at the end of a word. Go ahead and write the A that is used at the end of a word. A. That is my A. Y. A-Y says A at the end of a word. A. Clock letter. Pull straight down, tiny tent. Remember my Y starts at the dotted line, pull down to the baseline, pick up my pencil, starts at the dotted line, pull down through the baseline, touching the other line, and all the way down to the next line. A, used at the end of a word. A, used at the end of a word. Double checking that your A is a nice big clock letter touching that bottom line and that dotted line. No floating A's. All right, my friends, if you are not done with the end of that line, no big deal. Go ahead and push pause. All right, our next sound is ing. Say it with me. Ing. Go ahead and write it. Ing. We have an N up and over the clock. Nice big clock letters. And a G. Look at how big. Oh, my goodness. Look at how that's hanging down a little bit. I don't want to start over. I'm just going to do a quick erase on that one. Sometimes you can put an X. Sometimes you just put a cross through. I tried to make my G so big and fat that it went down below the line. Making sure I can fit a clock in here and a clock in here. Ing. Nice, big, fat clock letters. Ing. Ing. And I don't want to have to squeeze it in at the end there, so I'm going to be done. If you are not to the end of the line yet, don't worry. Go ahead and push pause. Our next sound is ch. It's 3 letters that say ch. Go ahead and write it. Ch. It's our T, C, H. Notice when I do my T, I start at the top and pull down. Tiny crossbar. C, starting at 2, around the clock to 4. H, starting at the top, pulling straight down, up and over the clock. T, C, H says ch. T, C, H says ch. T, C, H says ch. Alrighty, my friends. Our next sound is ooh, Say it with me. Ooh, Go ahead and write it. What says ooh, That is my double O, making sure that my O starts at 2 o'clock, around the clock to 2, 2 o'clock, around the clock to 2. Is it touching the dotted line? Yes. Touching the bottom line? Yes. Dotted line? Yes. Bottom line? Yes, sirree. Ooh, Say it with me. Ooh, Ooh, All right, my friends, if you are not at the end of the line, no big deal. Go ahead and push pause. If you are at the end of the line, we are going to use the rest of our paper here to write our spelling words for the week. Follow along with me. We're going to write the words going down this way. The first word that we are going to write is the word mail. Have you checked the mail today? Fist up. Say it with me. Mail. A-ul. Two letters that say A in the middle of a word and ul. Mail. Go ahead and write that here. Mail. A-ul. Let's do it together. If you've already written it, then check it. A. I said two letters that say A in the middle. Which one comes in the middle? That's A-I. Ul. If you wrote M-A-I-L, give yourself a star or a smiley. If not, go ahead and write mail now. All right, my friends, the next word, we're going to write it right underneath. Chain. Like if you have a bike chain on a necklace. Your necklace is on a chain. Chain. So we have ch. Two letters that say ch. A. Two letters that say A. And then we have So let's see. Two letters that say ch. Two letters that say A in the middle of the word. And So ch. A in the middle of a word and Go ahead and write it right here. Ch. A. Ch. Two letters that say ch. C-H. If I would have said three letters that say ch, then that would have been T-C-H. But ch. A that comes in the middle of a word is A, I, and N. Chain. If you wrote C-H-A-I-N, give yourself a star or a smiley. If not, please write C-H-A-I-N now. Okay, my friends. The next word down here, number 3, is the word play. Play. Get your fist up. Sound it out with me. P-ul-A. Again. P-ul-A. Look at the A comes at the end of a word. What two letters say A at the end of a word? P. Go ahead and write it, and I'll sound it out for you. Write it on this bottom line. Write P. Then next, write ul. And at the end, write A. What two letters say A at the end of a word? All right, here comes the answer. Hopefully you already wrote yours. P is a P. Nice big clock letter. Ul is an L. And A that comes at the end of a word is A-Y. If you got P-L-A-Y, give yourself a star or a smiley. If not, please write P-L-A-Y now. Okay, we have a bunch of room over here on this side, so we're going to go back up to this line that we wrote mail on, and I would just start somewhere in the middle. And our next word that we're going to write is the word rain. Rain. Did you see any rain yesterday? Rain. Fist up. Sound it out with me. R. A. N. So we have R. We have A in the middle of a word and N. R. A. N. So right here you're going to write the word rain and I'll sound it out for you. R. A in the middle of a word. All right. Hopefully you wrote it down. Here I come with the answer. R is an R. A that comes in the middle of a word is A-I. And rain. R-A-I-N. If you wrote rain, give yourself a star or a smiley. If not, please write the word rain now. All right, we're going to hop down here to the next line. Just give yourself a little space between chain. We'll write a next word. The next spelling word is the word way. Which way did he go? Way. W. A. Two sounds, that's it. W. And use the two letters that say A at the end of a word. W. A at the end of a word. Go ahead and write it here and I'll sound it out for you. W. A. So hopefully you wrote it down because here comes the answer. W is our W, making sure all the points are on the lines. A at the end of a word is A-Y. Way. All right. If you wrote W-A-Y, give yourself a star or a smiley. If not, write W-A-Y now. Last word for us, friends. Number 6, our number 6 word. And guess what? It rhymes with way. There's a hint. It's the word day. I hope you had a great day. Fist up. D. A. D. A. So we have D and A, two letters that say A at the end of a word. Go ahead and write it here on this last line and I'll sound it out for you again. So we have D, A that comes at the end of a word. All right, hopefully you already wrote it because here comes the answer. D is a D, nice big fat clock letter. A that comes at the end of a word is A-Y. D-A-Y, day. If you wrote D-A-Y, day, give yourself a star or a smiley. All right, my friends, I had way too much fun doing phonics with you today. I hope you know all of your A-I's and your A-Y's, and you know when they are used. Have fun the rest of the week, and I will see you for phonics next time.